welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Dabi. I'm a second year computer science student, and on my channel I post a lot of vlogs, student life content, and I love talking about mental health because I think it should be talked about more. But as you can tell by the filter, I completely forgot to film an intro for this video, but today's vlog is just a little reality check video, and I also talk a lot about coping with anxiety. So if you want to skip to that part, which I know a lot of you guys wanted, a lot of you DM'd me about it, so here's the timestamp. It's near the end of the video if you want to skip to it, or you can watch all the way and then listen at the end. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I really hope you like and subscribe. But yeah, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it. Hey friends, so it's currently Halloween today and we're on campus. I'm dressed as Power from Chainsaw Man. To be honest, this is like the first time I'm like publicly vlogging on campus, so I'm a little bit nervous, but this is a fear of mine I want to face, and hopefully the audio isn't too quiet because I feel like I'm talking really quietly because I'm scared to speak too loudly. So I think I'm gonna head into the Student Unions building and just study there and get a snack. So as you can tell, I'm back home, but I'm back home. Today was a really long but fun day. I got like a decent amount of stuff done. Tomorrow I definitely need to get more things done. You know when you like sleep but you don't get like a good sleep? Like you get like a full 8 hours but you still feel like so bad after? That's been happening to me for the past week and I absolutely hate it so much. So I'm gonna try to get as best of a sleep as I possibly can. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Good morning everyone, and Merry Christmas. You know why I say that? Look at how it was not like this yesterday. And you know what? It's just an excuse for me to wear my bear hat. My dad got me this from Korea last year, so that's what we're gonna wear. Here, I'll show you guys the outfit today. I don't know if I like this sweater or not, but I thrifted it a few days ago thinking, oh, it would be cute, and I kind of like the brown color. I think I'm vibing with the sweater though. I kind of like it. I've been trying to get more like brown colored pieces, so yeah, it's really cozy, and even though it's thrifted, it's from WR&Co. So yeah, that's the fit for today.
Get a better angle of me, okay?
Would you rate it? Would you rate it at 4.0? Kinda, yeah.
Hey guys, so right now we're on campus. We're going to go get food. I really want A&W, so. Oh, it's so cold. Oh my god! Why is it so cold? Oh, it's freezing. Good morning everyone. So it's the next day currently. It's 6:50 and I have an 8 a.m. lab today. So I actually got ready today. Normally I just like throw on clothes and leave, but I actually got ready. But yeah, I'm gonna head to my lab and then I'm just gonna study a lot. I'm feeling really productive. I started writing everything I need to do on Notion, so that's helped me like a lot with like figuring out what tasks to do and like kind of like pushing myself to do them. So I'm gonna meet a friend in the library later and we're probably just gonna study for most of the day. Silly little different camera angle, but this is the outfit. Nothing you guys haven't seen before except this necklace. My favorite necklace, reminds me of my grandma. I miss her very much. But yeah, that's the fit, and now I think I'm going to head to campus to go eat some food with some friends, and then I think I'll be meeting up with more friends, and then we're gonna watch a show. I'm really excited, so yay! So I'm back home. I'm taking off my makeup right now, and I decided I would just kind of talk as I do. You guys know, while I show you my skincare routine. My skin is definitely not perfect. The camera definitely makes it look, in certain lighting, a lot better than it actually is. Like, I'm breaking out here. I have a lot of scarring on the sides of my face because when I get nervous and during tests, I pick at my skin. It's a really bad habit. I wash my face with the Ordinary, I have no idea what it's called. I'll put the name somewhere on the screen, but it's the Ordinary's cleanser. I really like it because it's almost like, I don't think it's an oil-based cleanser, but it's like a balm. And then these are the two products I use. I use the Ordinary moisturizer and the Ordinary salicylic acid. I thought I would talk about dealing with anxiety. If you guys didn't know, I have anxiety. It's diagnosed anxiety from a doctor. I think my condition is called GAD, which is general anxiety disorder. And I'm just saying this as a disclaimer because I don't think it should be taboo at all to talk about mental health, but in the back of my mind, like, just in case, like, whenever I talk about anxiety and stuff, it's definitely not for like attention or pity or anything like that. It's mostly to bring like awareness to it, because I feel like especially people just don't talk about it as much. And I also want to say that everything that I am saying about anxiety is with my own experience. It's definitely a very wide spectrum and everyone experiences different things. So any sort of like symptoms I say or any like opinion I talk about, it's just from my own experience, and I just like really want to point that out. So nobody puts anxiety like in a box and is like, this is what it is, because I feel like it's very different for everybody. I thought I'd talk about just more ways to cope with anxiety that I've learned over the years from just being anxious, and also from therapy, because therapy is very good. And just talking about it also makes me feel a lot better, whether that's literally sometimes just recording my own voice like on a voice memo and like playing it back and listening to it. For some reason that like it just like gives me another perspective, because it's almost like a friend talking to me like about their like anxious thoughts, and so it helps me kind of like logically focus the situation, because I do something called catastrophizing, which basically it's a fancy little word for some incident happens and then I kind of like spiral into like absolute chaos, which was not good. So that is catastrophizing. As I was saying, catastrophizing, the first step kind of that helps for me is identify that I'm catastrophizing. That way I don't like gaslight myself into thinking I'm going crazy. I'm like, hey, there's a term for this. It's called catastrophizing. Also, this is the third product I use. I don't use this too often, but it's a Dr. G A Clear Spot for Face Serum. That's one way I cope. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a lot of the times I just don't cope. Right now I feel like it's really easy to assess methods that could help me cope, but in the moment when I'm anxious, oh my god, it is hard to like cope, because your brain kind of just goes everywhere, right? I don't know if that's just me, but it's really hard to think logically when you're like panicking and freaking out and crying. Sometimes everyone needs a good cry. I honestly don't cry that often, but like when I do, it feels good. It feels like relieving, and it just like, I feel like it physically just like releases like stuff that needs to be released. Never be ashamed of crying, never be ashamed to cry. I don't think it's a sign of weakness. I think it's a sign of strength. I feel like we all sometimes have to be a lot more vulnerable, especially in this cruel little world where everybody is just kind of like barking up each other's trees and being really nosy. Being vulnerable, showing that life really isn't perfect, because a big part of me is really sick of comparing myself to other people's lives, especially on the internet, because everyone only shows snippets of their lives. I sit down and edit these videos, and a lot of the time I even go like, oh my god, like this video seems so fake because it's not what my real life looks like. Obviously it can only show to an extent of how real my life is, but hopefully with these like little snippets of me talking, it'll just remind you guys that no one's life is completely perfect. Like, I have obviously super fun moments in my life, but not every minute is me having fun. My camera battery died, but as I was saying, obviously I'm very grateful to be in school. I'm obviously very, very happy in my program, but days are hard, things happen. Not every day is the best day. And as that one TikTok says, I don't know if you've ever seen it, sometimes bad days cannot turn into good days. It sounds like a negative mindset, but sometimes it's true. Sometimes you have a bad day, but all you can do is hope that tomorrow is better and go into the next day with a different mindset of today will be better. Today will be better. And that's how I'm currently trying to live life, because whenever I get really anxious or really depressed, I hit this point in the anxiousness where I'm like, God, I am tired of being anxious. Like, I am sick and tired of this. I do not want to feel this way anymore. That's when I'm like, okay, I need to change my mindset. I need to clean my room. I need to get schoolwork done. And that's when the motivation kind of hits for me. And even though I like showing that part so much, because I feel like I love watching videos like that. I love watching videos that help me motivate stuff. I feel like it's important to acknowledge the downfalls, because as much as I want life to go boo, it goes boo. Because I feel like social media promotes like productivity culture to a point where it gets absolutely toxic, to the point where people get burnt out, people get anxious when they're not doing work or something productive. Like, it's okay to take a nap. Like, it's okay to watch your favorite show. And I just want people to remember that. I want you watching to remember that. I want me watching this back, editing this video to remember that. And that you need to take care of yourself, because if you're not healthy, if you're not mentally well, you're not going to succeed in anything else. So that's something I need to remember for myself. That's something you guys should also remember. And that's mostly what I want to share. So thanks for listening to the rant. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.